Where did that guy come from? I don't even know what's over. I don't know. We're in a new shopping center today. This one has some kind of weirdness with it. This shopping center used to be covered in red tiles, like little square, maybe like 2-inch by 2-inch red tiles all over the place. They redid it a couple years ago. It still has the same shapes and styles and stuff. It's not red no more. We're right across the street from several places of interest, which we might go see. This guy in front of me might be drunk, because he definitely hit that curb right there. Anyway, we are sitting kind of in the parking lot of a Burger King, Tri-City Animal Hospital, Acacia Cat Hospital. Is that how you say it? Acacia? I think that's how you say it. Anyway, let's go walk around. We're going to find some stuff to talk about and do things. Another one in the dark. Next week, we're going to be going to Micro Center, though. That's going to be exciting. Finally, they're opening it up. Alright, cool. Mimos. Lock the car. Let's go take a walk. It's almost midnight here. It's like 11:36 in the night. We have all these different places to go look at here. First thing we have is the animal hospital. Don't really know much about the animal hospital, but it's been here for quite some time. Catalyst Crafted Ales. This didn't used to be that, but it looks pretty fancy. I don't know if Mimos is attached to it, or is that just a different restaurant? Maybe it's a different restaurant sitting right next to it. We got Phoenix Point Psychiatry, America's Health Center. Simply Smashing. When I was younger, back in high school, this area here used to be Teen Court. Teen Court was like an after-school curricular thing. Like minors that got into trouble in like stores and stuff, they got to attend a mock trial court with a whole bunch of high school students kind of running everything, and they would be given judgments based off of whatever the jury felt like. Me and my brother and a whole bunch of other people used to volunteer here every Friday, because that's when they would hold teen court. Kind of fun. Duplex Tea, don't know much about that. These restaurants recently popped up here. Old Town Taste. The River Massage and Kung Fu Noodles. This area is kind of down the street from the Asian district in Mesa, so there tends to be a lot of like noodle shops and things like that popping up. Recently, we're gonna stand off to the side here so the car can kind of go around us. In case they're drunk or something, I don't want to get in the way. I think they're trying to figure out how to get out of here. There's a bar over there that we kind of parked nearby. Over here is Joe's Italian Ices. I think the only other one of these that they have is in Disneyland, or right down the street from Disneyland somewhere. This place is kind of popular. You can kind of see inside that there's a lot of like old-timey stuff, like fans, gas pumps, like little kids taxi car things, a whole bunch of other stuff in there. They mostly deal with ice cream and Italian ice. They're famous for like being able to get almost every single flavor of Italian ice that you could think of. They got like more than 70 flavors, I think it said. I can't remember what it said. Something like that. Anyway, we got more stuff to move around. Burger King. Burger King actually used to be Joe's. Then Burger King closed down and decided that they wanted a new building right next to it. I don't know why. This Burger King's actually been suffering lately. Not a lot of people go to Burger King anymore. But that's just kind of the way it is. The one that used to be over there used to be really popular. Making sure we're still recording here. I think we are, yep. We're gonna cross the street. We might be able to hit all four corners. I don't really know much about that side of the street over there though, but we'll head this way. First things first. We gotta hit the button. I don't think this one's gonna talk to us. It has a pretty deep inset. Somebody's coming up on one of those electric scooters on my left over here on the sidewalk, but not gonna matter because we're gonna walk across the street first. Someone's sleeping behind the wheel. This intersection is pretty active right now. It's kind of weird. Moving right along. Speed Mart. This used to be a Chevron. I think it still kind of is. Oh, it is the Chevron. Okay, they just named it Speed Mart up there. Didn't know that was their little name for it. But it's been a Chevron for a while. Okay, well, I'm going then. That's where we're at over there. Now we're on this side. This Mountain Park Health Center used to be a boating place called Harrison Marine. And then eventually I think it turned into Marine Max. I think they got bought out, but Harrison Marine was actually the first place that Dad bought his boat at. My dad bought his first fishing boat from Harrison Marine. This used to be his route when he worked at UPS. So he got a special deal on it. On his first boat. I sold that boat maybe 10 years ago at this point. I can't remember how long it's been. But he held on to that thing for a pretty dang long time. Because he bought this boat like in 1995 or something like that. And he was still riding that thing up all the way up to like 2018. Pretty long time for a boat. It's no longer a boat place anymore though. Some sort of health center. Yeah, there's a nice little park here. A little bit of art. You can't really see it. It's too dark. Smells weird over here. Can't really describe it. It kind of smells like cut stone. Hard to describe what that smells like though. Like maybe somebody's cutting granite or something. Kind of has that smell to it. This building here used to be Dunn Edwards Paints. This was actually their store. The factory used to be right behind it. But I think they moved their factories to somewhere else. But it was here for a long time. Not sure what it is right now. This is lavender. Not sure exactly what lavender is. Lavender Landscape Design Company. Okay. Don't really much around about this area, so we'll kind of turn in here and take a look. Hopefully not cause any issues with people trespassing and whatnot. But this used to be the Dunn Edwards factory store. you'd be able to go in there and get fresh paint that was made sometimes like less than a couple days ago, even fresh right off the line. And back here used to be the factory. My uncle used to work there. I think he still does, actually. He just doesn't work here because they closed this factory down. They moved it. I think he's an executive of Dunn Edwards Paint Co. They moved the factory store up the street a little bit nearby Aldi's, like McClintock and Southern area. But this whole place here used to be a place where they manufactured paint. They would put it all together and they would manufacture the colors and stuff. And you can order like bulk white paint and it would ship out from here. I don't know what it is right now though. That's what it used to be. We used to get free paint here a lot. Hey, it still says Dunn Edwards on the window over there. That's interesting. I would have thought that they would have taken all that stuff off of there. So you would make it right here, it would get shipped out, or even put right to the store right next door. Very clever for them to do that. Because now you pretty much own both warehouse and factory and store all in one. So you didn't really have to pay a lot of money to get things to move around, especially if you're trying to sell them. You could sell right from the factory floor almost. I'd imagine it'd be kind of stressful to work there because you'd always have like the big boss right in the building next door to you. That could be a little intimidating. I think there's somebody sleeping over there, so we're going to take a wide run around here. This looks like some sort of playground. Maybe we'll cut through here. This used to all be fenced in. So it's kind of weird that it's not fenced in anymore. The reason why I was fenced in because this used to all be boats. It was like almost like a boat dealership. So you had boats all over the place, and you can walk up to them. They had all different types of boats too. Pontoon boats, bass boats, recreation boats, ski boats, house boats, you name it. Not sure why they put all this park stuff out here. Every time I've driven by here, there's never been anyone out here. First of all, we're in Arizona. It's pretty dang hot here. Second of all, I don't understand why you'd want to park next to the road. There's a small fountain here. Mountain Park Health Center. Seems to be a lot of health centers around here. We already walked past one over there. We walked past the Animal Health Center and the American Health Center, and now the Mountain Health Center. There's some sunflowers over here. Other than the distant road noises and a little bit of chirping from the crickets, it's actually kind of calm and peaceful here. What is this? A whole bunch of like, oh, I guess they're like refrigerators and shop shelves and stuff like that. Have a lot of them. Some car window wash station things. You got some spare ones. Guess in case they get hit, the car broken, they can just replace them. I don't know why this shade is right here. It's shading like a single rock, and they got a light underneath it. That's kind of like the most pointless shade you could imagine. moving forward. We got someone skateboarding behind us here. Strange, but not as strange as me walking around with these in my ears. That's for sure. Really strange. Oh, it's a half moon today. Not going to quite make it to full moon before Halloween. Got our cars coming up here. Surprised the Waymos are still out. I thought they go home after a certain hour. Quite a few of them out here. Recently, Tempe decided it was a good idea to start installing a whole bunch of these. These are red light and speed cameras to try to quote unquote make Tempe safer. Alright, let's see where we're gonna go. We're gonna hit one of these buttons and see what we get. This corner side is kind of weird because we got this big giant power line that's sitting right next to us. It's time for us to walk. Moving forward. I don't really know much about this side of the road, so we're going to kind of just go on the other side of the road and take a look at it. I think we ended one of our videos over here one time. Maybe that was when I was driving around somewhere. Couldn't find a video. There is no button on this side, so we're at the mercy of trying to get over there whenever. This van thingy is covered with bats and ghosts. And it's also RGB lighting on the inside. Oh, hey, we got the Walkman. Oh, dang. Almost got killed there. It says that I'm supposed to walk. Alright, well, we kind of been over here once. I think my driving video when we were driving late at night, just randomly. We ended up here. This is Ted's Hot Dogs. They're pretty good. Ted's Hot Dogs is originally from New York. And I believe that this is the only one here in Arizona. Maybe? There might be one in Tucson, I can't remember. But this one's been here for a really long time. It might be from the 60s. Can't remember if it's the 1960s or the 1970s when this came in here. Well before my time. But here it is. They specialize in hot dogs. They have hamburgers and other stuff as well. But they grill it over charcoal. And it tastes really good. Moving on to the next things. The sprinklers just came on behind me, so good thing I wasn't standing over there. I would have got wet. Yeah, sake bomber over here. That's been there for a long time. There's also this weird Bank of America ATM. It's like the only thing over here. This used to be a shopping center for several different food stores at one point. The fitness gym here used to be a Smart and Final. Before that, I think that a long time ago this was a Smitty's? I think it was. Like a very long time ago. Well before that. Emergency personnel are on the move. So he's over there using that. Oh man. It is coming over here. That'd have been cool to have been standing over there when this happened. Who knows where they're going to. Hopefully nowhere about my house. Way down over there. Long ago, there used to be a dry cleaning place over here. And this used to be where Dad got all his shirts done. I think it's right here where this children's place is. This space. It's no longer the cleaners anymore. That closed down a while ago. There's several more cleaners around here, near in this area. So it's not like that the closure of it caused any major problems. Sake bombers here, sushi and grill. It used to be something else. I don't remember what it was, but this has been here for quite a while. There's a laundromat and a Mary Maids. Mary Maids is kind of a weird thing. It's a maid service. Something for like, I would think rich people. You don't want to clean your own house. You pay someone to come and clean your house for you. You gotta kind of have money for that. I don't know, it just seems weird to have somebody go into my house and clean it. Man, this Bank of America is really busy. Who would have known putting this little ATM pod here was actually something that was good? It made sense more here when there were stores. When the grocery stores are here, I think there was something a long time ago where they weren't putting ATMs in the stores, but they started putting ATMs inside stores now, which kind of makes that stuff useless. But as we see here, you need money for some reason at almost midnight. You can come over here and get it. I don't know why, but there. Here's Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree's been hurting for a while. Sounds like another emergency vehicle's on its way. Audio equity loans, or auto equity loans. An all-you-can-eat Brave KBBQ house. Korean barbecue. Premium meat. This shopping center, all the signs used to have this little outline here. Like all of them were all the way across. And they never really had anything in the windows like this. I guess it's real cheap nowadays to silk screen and print a lot of the stuff into the window. But they used to just only have what the business was on these little frames that they had here. And they didn't stylize them anything like this either. They were just basic words. Pretty much like what the red one is over there, with the premium meat. They all look kind of like that. Here's the backside of Ted's Hot Dogs. And here's the UPS store. I've been to this one a lot. Every time Amazon makes you return something, you gotta come over and drop it off somewhere. Usually it's either the UPS store or Whole Foods. A long time ago it was also Kohl's, but not anymore, I don't think. Around the back here we have a smoke shop, because of course we do. Orange Chicken Spot. I think this used to be a printer store. That's the printer store's on the other side, but one of these things used to be the printer store. And there were really nice people in there. Discount Aquarium. This place has been here for a while. And then a football on the end. Yeah, I guess the printer store closed down. The printer store was nice because you could go in there, you can get your cartridges refilled. I guess they just went out of business because the business of refilling cartridges is not really big nowadays. with all these modern printers with all their chips and stuff in it. And you can easily find quick replacements from China and Amazon. Puts the small businesses out of business. They don't really have any purpose anymore. People don't seek them out. They just go online and search on their phone what they need for their printer and get it sent. But I had my printer cartridges refilled several times there. Now that's a little bit of the history of the area that I remember. I'm sure somebody who's lived here longer would know a lot more. A little ways down this way is the railroad, and this actually goes like down under the railroad, so there's like an underpass kind of thing. The road dips down there. Several years ago, there was there's one here. See if we can wait. Sorry, there's a guy on a scooter there. I didn't want to be weird talking and like that. But several years ago, that underpass there, the bilge pump that was designed to keep it dry failed, and the entire thing filled up with rain. Like we had a superstorm that came through and it dumped a ton of rain, and it rained, I think, like 2 or 3 days in a row. And it ended up filling up that entire area, so this whole road had to be closed off because you couldn't go that way. There we go, we gotta walk in. Moving right along here. There's people racing over there. Sometimes people race really hard over there and they ended up taking that ramp. Like when it goes down and it comes back up, they get airborne for a couple seconds. You might see a lot of scrapes on the ground over there from people doing that. Kind of dumb if you ask me. We made it back to Burger King. We're almost done with our journey today. Burger King. They used to be real popular out here. All the way up until In-N-Out. Once In-N-Out started coming here, these places like this pretty much died. And it wasn't slow, it was very quick. You know, people really like In-N-Out out here. But they don't really like Burger King anymore. Burger King is kind of seen as a low-quality burger nowadays. I haven't eaten there in years, actually. Thinking back on it, it's been last time I ate there, not at this one, but it's been almost 15 years before I ate it at this one. Man, what is going on? Sounds like we might have one coming this way. We might be able to see it real fast. But something's going on. Thought I heard something coming from this way. There's definitely something coming this way. Let me jump up here. This one's a fire truck. Oh, it's turning this way. There might be an accident on the freeway. It's heading towards the freeway. Here comes another one, the fire chief. I don't know what happened, but something big's happening. Looks like they're turning left into the neighborhood up there. It's a good almost mile down the road. I won't be able to walk there. So it's not like I'm going to chase them down or anything, but it's interesting. See if I can get down without dying. Almost fell. Alright. Well, that was exciting. What a way to end the video. Sounds like they might actually be coming back. Oh, they're coming from the other direction, I think. Okay. I don't know. But something bad happened. I don't think it's a shooting or anything like that. I didn't hear anything like that. It's probably an accident. Probably someone stupid on the freeway got nailed and possibly killed. This tends to happen a lot. Especially with ASU up the street. You got a lot of dumb college kids that think it's a smart idea to go out and party and drink. And then decide that they're going to go home on their own. That's some of the issues with this place. Living so close to the colleges and stuff that's downtown here. But anyway, that's this place. I didn't see a name on this one here. If I have a name, I might put it as the title of the video. But sometimes these shopping centers have like a name and they flaunt it. Like every single thing that's like the sign will always say like, oh, this is Super Plaza Center or something like that. But many of them just don't have anything at all. And it's kind of, I guess that's what it is. But that's this shopping center. This is kind of a downtown area. And a lot of history for me. A lot of knowledge of these areas because when I was a kid, family and stuff had a lot of things going on in this area. So that's kind of what it was. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Next week, I think we're going to be going to Micro Center. Or at least I'm going to try to make a video at Micro Center. I don't know if they'll let me record in there or not. I got one of their special early access invites. So I'll be able to go there 2 days, I think, before they actually grand open on next Friday. That's going to be exciting. So we'll be able to see what they got going on in there. It's probably going to be busy, so I don't know if I'll be able to talk much over it, but we'll see. Oh, there is another fire truck coming down the street. Ooh, that's a ladder truck. There might be a fire. I'm kind of curious. I want to keep recording while I drive over there, but I don't want to get stuck in traffic and stuff. Especially this late at night. So if I'll see you guys next week then. We'll see what we're doing. Micro Center is most likely the thing that we're going to be doing. Hopefully you guys like this one. Leave comments, subscribe, and have a good one. Next week, we'll have some more binaural recorded sights and sound with me, host Dane. Have a good one.